All right, so like let's just cut the bullshit. This new GOP budget bill, yeah, it's a flaming dumpster fire wrapped in a ribbon of lies. And Elon Musk, of all people, just lit the match. When Elon Musk calls your legislation a disgusting abomination, you know you've officially lost the plot. And yet Speaker Mike Johnson is out here, acting like Elon just misunderstood the beauty of their pork stuffed catastrophe. I mean, seriously, look, this isn't even about Elon being some liberal hero, far from it. The guy's like flirted with right-wing talking points for months. But even he couldn't stomach the bloated mess Republicans just dumped on the American people. And Mike Johnson's response? I'm disappointed. Disappointed? Man, we're the ones disappointed in your cowardice, your gaslighting, and your complete inability to represent working people instead of billionaires and defense contractors. Here's where it gets laughable. Speaker Johnson had the audacity to call this bill the most amount of money any government has ever saved on planet Earth. Right? They think if they say like $1.6 trillion in cuts loud enough, we'll ignore the fine print, like the fact that those cuts come straight out of vital services while they shovel cash to their donors through tax breaks and military contracts. It's economic gaslighting, plain and simple. And this whole America first crap they keep peddling, that's just, marketing for authoritarian austerity. They want to gut clean energy, kill EV tax credits, funnel money into fossil fuels, and line the pockets of defense lobbyists, all while pretending to care about the deficit. It's the same con job every time. And the second someone powerful pushes back, like Elon did, the whole GOP starts twitching, like cultists seeing their prophet challenged. This is what Speaker Johnson said after Elon Musk publicly torched the bill. And listen closely, because the tone he uses says it all wounded pride, fake concern, and total deflection.
With all due respect, my friend Elon is terribly wrong about the one big beautiful bill. We had a long conversation yesterday, he and I. Spoke for, I think, more than 20 minutes on the telephone, and I extolled all the virtues of the bill, and he seemed to understand that. We had a very friendly conversation about it, and I told him that we're achieving not only all of our priorities, all the promises we made on the campaign trail, all the America First agenda wrapped into this legislation. We're also achieving, the top line on this is two very important things. We're making permanent a massive tax cut, and we are making a massive reduction in spending.
I mean, give me a break. That's not policy, that's propaganda. So, let's be real here. Johnson isn't defending policy, he's defending a damn fantasy. He even dragged in Doge, yes, Doge, to justify this Frankenstein bill. Apparently, because Elon once helped expose fraud in government programs that somehow validates this bloated trash heap of legislation? No. That's not how logic works. It's just, verbal diarrhea to distract from the fact that this bill is a gold-plated giveaway for the wealthy wrapped in a flag and sold as patriotism. And oh my God, he actually said they're achieving all of our priorities, all the promises we made on the campaign trail. Buddy, that's not a flex, that's a damn confession. You promised to screw the poor, dismantle environmental progress, and hand the country to corporations, and now you're bragging that you did it. This isn't governing, this is a damn shakedown. Honestly, the sheer audacity of calling this bill jet fuel for the economy is wild. Bro, it's jet fuel for corporate jets, maybe. Not for working families who are still paying more for groceries, housing, childcare, while the billionaires get permanent tax cuts. And let's not forget, they're doing this while bundling in the debt ceiling. It's hostage taking 101. Vote for our grift, or we tank the economy. And here's the part that makes me want to scream. Johnson straight up admits that repealing the EV mandate is part of the appeal. Gee, I wonder why Elon's pissed. The GOP is sabotaging clean energy and calling it freedom. It's just more proof that this bill isn't about fiscal responsibility. It's about dragging us back into fossil fuel dependency while gutting green innovation. They'll bankrupt the planet and, call it liberty. This is Johnson again, rambling about Elon's disappointment and trying to downplay the very obvious business interest Musk has in EV subsidies. But don't miss the sleight of hand here. He's not refuting the bill's awfulness. He's just whining about the optics. I know the EV mandate, very important to him. That is going away because the government should not be subsidizing these things. But for him to come out and pan the whole bill is, to me, just very disappointing. Yeah. Disappointing is one word. Another word, predictable. These bootlickers can't handle criticism from anyone, not even their own billionaire allies. Okay, so just to recap, we've got Speaker Johnson calling a bloated, lobbyist-engineered spending spree beautiful, whining that Elon Musk hurt his feelings, and, selling it all as a gift to hardworking Americans. And now we've got Karoline Leavitt, one of Trump's little PR puppets, getting pressed on Elon's brutal takedown. And what does she do? She, shrugs it off, says the bill's still one big, beautiful bill. These clowns are in a damn cult. Seriously, how detached from reality do you have to be to watch Elon Musk again? Not a progressive, absolutely torture legislation in front of 63 million people, and your response is basically, the emperor's still got clothes? No, Karoline, he doesn't. The emperor is ass naked and screaming about tax cuts while funneling cash to defense contractors and oil companies. And look, the way she dismisses the whole thing, it just shows you how robotic and shameless this entire operation is. Elon said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination." Her response, the president doesn't care what Elon thinks. That's not leadership, that's cultist denialism. Here's the moment Karoline Leavitt is confronted with Musk's tweet, and instead of addressing the actual critique, she doubles down on the propaganda.
Musk said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong, you know it."
Look, the president already knows where Elon Musk stood on this bill. It doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
Translation? We don't care about reality. We only care about the narrative. And that, my friends, is how fascism flourishes. When facts don't matter, only fealty does. And what's even more twisted is how they try to act like this bill is for the people. Johnson says it's geared for middle and lower income Americans, as if, gutting clean energy, deregulating industry, and giving giant tax cuts to billionaires somehow helps the working class. It's a lie. It's always been a lie. They wrap corporate handouts in red, white, and blue and then gaslight us like we should be grateful. And let's not forget the other corporate stooge who chimed in, Senator John Thune. This dude tried to spin Elon's critique as some kind of misunderstanding. Oh, Elon's just accepting the wrong economic models. No, jackass Elon's calling out the obvious. This bill is porked up garbage designed to benefit the rich and F over everyone else. It's not a math issue, it's a morality issue. And, spoiler alert, your side lost its soul a long time ago. Thune says the bill will lead to significant growth because of bonus depreciation and RD expensing. Give me a damn break. That's the same trickle-down fairy tale these creeps have been pushing since Reagan, and, it never works. You know what growth means to them? Bigger profits for defense companies, fossil fuel giants, and tech monopolies. Meanwhile, working people are, drowning in rent hikes and medical debt. And then he throws in that they're making the biggest spending reduction in American history, right? While shoving billions more into the Pentagon and corporate tax breaks. You want to slash social safety nets, kill clean energy incentives, and gut regulatory oversight. And you call that saving? It's not savings, it's sabotage. It's economic arson dressed up as reform. And I love how Thune says Elon has a difference of opinion and that he's entitled to it. Gee, thanks for the permission, buddy. But you know what Elon isn't entitled to? Being ignored. Because when a guy with 180 million followers calls your bill a disgusting abomination, that shit lands. And it landed hard. Your whole scam got exposed in real time, and now you're scrambling to spin it like it's just a polite disagreement. Nah, you got called out. This is Thune trying to dress up GOP failure with a bow tie of bullshit. He downplays Elon's criticism, pivots to tax policy, and tries to sound like the adult in the room, but what he's really doing is gaslighting the country.
Look, we obviously respect everything that Elon did with Doge. On this particular issue, we have a difference of opinion. And I think it's rooted in the fact that he's accepting the CBO assumptions that are built upon a static scoring assessment of the effect, the macroeconomic effect, growth effect, that these changes will have on our economy.
And I've got beachfront property in Nebraska to sell you. These guys are con artists, but worse, they think we're too stupid to notice. You know what this whole thing really boils down to? It's the GOP once again trying to jam their corrupt, dystopian vision of America down our throats and daring us to choke on it. They call it a resurgence, a rebirth, hell. They even call it jet fuel for the economy. But let's be honest, it's jet fuel for the rich and a Molotov cocktail for everyone else. They're not fixing shit. They're looting the treasury on their way out the back door. And the fact that these Republican grifters still have the gall to say this is about America first. Like, what? America first? You mean America's billionaires first? America's weapons manufacturers first? America's fossil fuel barons first? Working class Americans, they get the scraps, they get the austerity, they get to watch as basic rights, clean air, and livable wages get auctioned off to the highest bidder. It's, sick. And don't even get me started on the border and military industrial propaganda they shoved into this mess. That's their trick, right? Toss in some red meat for the base, fix the border, rebuild our military, blah, 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 and hope nobody notices the corporate giveaways hiding in the fine print. But we see it. And Elon saw it. That's why he called this bill exactly what it is, a disgusting abomination. This is Thune, again, this time laying out the talking points they think will trick the public: strong border, energy dominance, jobs, growth, yada yada. It's the same empty buzzwords wrapped around a giant middle finger to average Americans.
And all the modeling that we've seen suggests that the changes that are being made in the tax policy, particularly making permanent bonus depreciation, interest deductibility, R&D expensing, are going to lead to significant growth. And you couple the growth with the biggest spending reduction in American history, and you will see a reduction, not an increase in the deficit. So we have a difference of opinion. He's entitled to that opinion. We're going to proceed full speed ahead.
Sounds real nice, huh? Until you remember the last time Republicans made these promises, we ended up with rising inequality, gutted infrastructure, and, Wall Street bailouts while Main Street burned. Look, this whole scam is built on one giant lie that we can cut taxes for the rich/regulations and somehow magically improve life for everyone. It's Reaganomics 2.0, and it's just as much of a train wreck as the original. Except this time they've added more authoritarianism, more gaslighting, and more shameless pandering to right-wing billionaires. It's a damn cult. And when even a Silicon Valley egomaniac like Elon Musk says, "I can't stand it anymore," that should tell you something. So here's the bottom line, folks. This bill ain't about saving America. It's about selling it off piece by piece. And Speaker Johnson, Karoline Leavitt, John Thune, they're not patriots. They're auctioneers. They're standing at the podium yelling, "Going once, going twice," as our climate, our safety nets, and our democracy get stripped for parts, all while chanting freedom like it means something to them. Spoiler, it doesn't. And you can really feel the desperation oozing out of every clip, can't you? They know this bill is a damn grenade, and now they're just trying to convince the country that pulling the pin is actually a good idea. Don't worry, historic tax relief. Yeah, historic relief for your donors. Biggest spending cut in history. Yeah, by gutting everything that helps poor and working people survive. It's not policy, it's damn performance art for psychopaths. You want to know why they're so rattled by Elon's comments? Because their whole scam depends on silence, on complicity, on billionaires keeping their mouths shut while the GOP funnels tax cuts and deregulation their way. But the second one of those billionaires breaks ranks and calls out the game, the whole damn illusion, starts to crack. And the panic sets in. That's what we're watching. the mask slipping. And look, I don't trust Elon Musk any further than I can throw a Tesla, okay? But even a broken egomaniac stumbles onto the truth sometimes, and he just blew up their talking points with one tweet. He didn't mince words. He didn't hedge. He called it what it is, a disgusting abomination. And the GOP, they couldn't handle it because deep down, they know he's right. So, yeah, if you're listening to this and thinking, well, damn, if even Elon Musk thinks it's trash, you're not wrong. This bill is a dumpster fire dressed in a flag. And the people pushing it, they're not leaders. They're like bootlickers for billionaires, puppets for polluters, and cultists for a con man. We deserve better. And if we don't start calling this shit out for what it is, they're going to keep selling us down the river and telling us it's patriotism. Don't buy it. Well, that's all for now, folks. Please hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll appreciate that. We're trying to hit our first 100,000 subscribers by August. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next breaking news.